little pin in the bottom. And click that one over and click that one over.
Mm-hmm. Snaps back in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to undo it once, and it was kind of a trick. I mean, I got both pieces out, and I got them back in, but they went in a way I didn't think that they would.
This one's
Stiff.
stubborn on this side, yeah. I haven't been using it well. There we go. Oh, just had to pry it out just ever so slightly. There we go.
Yeah, I've already searched online at the website to see if you can get another one of these, and you can.
Well, no, actually, this. No, well, let's go ahead and repair that while we're here.
Well, I think I
Oh
need
no,
a
it
piece of
can't.
metal.
It's busted out.
Exactly.
Oh, okay,
That's why
I
can't.
thought it just fallen out of there.
Now I probably could put a little duct tape on.
Oh yeah, something.
Not a matter of life and death. The thing closes
Yep.
for right now.
Yep. Okay. Now that we have, well, when I first looked at this bobbin, the thread wasn't underneath the spring, but the spring was so tight it didn't matter. But the way we load this bobbin case is the thread comes up over my finger like that. Okay. And I'm going to bring the bobbin case up to it. Snap. And to the little slit. And then I'm going to hold the bobbin and I'm going to pull it till it goes underneath that spring. It comes out right there. Okay. And I've got about 25 grams of tension. And it should never have to be adjusted. You do all your adjustments from the top. Mm, 30. It's a little tight. Oh, loosen it just a little bit. That's good. Okay, now that we have our tension set, we're going to take this pin and get a little slot in the top, and we're going to give it a good snap into place. Okay. The only time you need to use this latch is when you remove it from the machine. You don't need to use that to put it in.
See, I usually do. Okay.
No, you just
It's unnecessary.
unnecessary.
Wait for the
Just
snap?
slide it in, snap, in.
And you know it's intact.
Yeah, that one's done.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Now, where you're making your fatal mistake for your
Well, that's why I
threading.
was testing it at home. When I
Well,
left
I'm going to tell you how to do it. Okay.
right, I'm just saying I left you a blank bobbin in the bobbin case, and that was added. This orange thread was not mine, so I'm just saying I understand that they do have to be the same.
No. Get a needle threader. Okay. This is always going to be set around 4 to 5, right around in this area.
Okay.
Okay. At 0, it'll never sew. Okay. Top tension. This is your tension unit. Okay. Top tension is formed by these metal plates. Okay. When I raise this presser foot, see how loose this gets? So there's no tension. There's no tension there. Those plates are spread apart. So when I thread the machine, okay, the thread goes in between those plates.
Correct.
If I put the presser foot down, those plates are tight.
They're
If I thread
kind
it
of
now, the thread is going to be on the outside of those plates. And it's not going to be in the plates, so it's going to have no top tension. So as soon as I start to sew with no top tension, it's the same as turning this to 0. And that is what creates the bird's nest on the bottom. Everybody thinks there's a problem with the bobbin because that's where the mess is. But if I have red thread here and blue thread here, my mess is going to be all blue thread because I have no top tension. The thread is being spooled to the bottom of the machine, zoom, 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 with no impediment.
And that's due to the fact that the pressure foot is down as opposed to up when you're threading.
Correct.
Okay, so always thread while the latch is up.
Any
pressure foot.
any sewing machine manual ever, these are the rules of the sewing gods, not
All right.
necessarily
Okay, well,
this machine.
I
They're all the same. Step one on every machine is raise the pressure foot.
All right. I don't think that's what I've been-
But nobody looks at the step one. They always go right to the middle. And
Right.
And then
Go to
step
the-
one is the most important step.
right. All right.
Raise the pressure foot. That's the most important step. Now I'm going to come. Let's see. Different pair of glasses here.
Right.
Looks like we're going to come around this side. Down here. And the only time this piece here is used is for winding your bobbin.
Got that.
It's a spring, and so when you put that thread under this spring, it has to be flossed in tight.
Right.
Okay, or else you'll have a real
I do have
spongy
the
bobbin.
manual. That's correct.
Okay.
I use it that way.
Okay.
I go down and up and then down and down.
And up
And make sure it connects. Yeah.
to that part. To the take-up lever, and this is true on any sewing machine again.
Back down. Yeah.
That if you don't have the thread in the take-up lever, okay, it'll sound really bad. It'll sound like a jackhammer. Bam, 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 bam. Break the thread and it won't sew. Just stop back and rethread. It's not in the take-up lever.
Gotcha.
Okay. And we go down to the thread guides here. And you have, the reason you have two thread guides on either side is for when you use a twin needle. Okay, that's what the other spool cap over here would be.
Yeah. Well, that got broken off a long time ago.
I've got more if you want one. If you need one. Okay, so
Let's get
now,
the other one.
so now,
Right.
okay, pull the thread. See how easy that is?
Right.
Okay.
Put the pressure foot down. It's going to be taut. It's supposed to lock in. Hold
That's
it.
top tension.
Right.
Without top tension, you will have a bird's nest every time. Okay. Now, if I turn this all the way down to 0,
Gotcha. Okay.
okay. Another thing that's important about your thread delivery is if this thread ever gets caught or wrapped around anything,
Right.
your needle wants thread. Your needle will have thread. If this thread supply gets cut off,
Okay.
it'll break a needle just like that.
Ah,
Okay?
gotcha.
So if you ever break a needle, the first thing you do is check your thread supply. You're
Right.
stuck somewhere.
Let's hope to not achieve that. I've been very fortunate to not experience that.
Okay. That's
But
good.
it's one thing to keep mindful of. Gotcha.
Yep. Okay, now we get down to the needle. We've checked, now that we check that we've got top tension, before you thread the needle, you will never, ever see a bird's nest again. I promise. Because the thread has to be metered out of a sewing machine. Okay. Now we're going to turn the hand wheel toward us, always toward us, never the
Yep.
other way, or it'll tangle. Pull up the bottom thread.
Now we got it. We're ready to boogie. I got the back plate. Not that you need it. Okay. Always
Straight
between
stitch.
4 and 6.
I guess that's the length. And that's how she sews. A little zigzag.
It's fussy. That shouldn't be on.
So the belt's up a little bit.
Does that mean I need to replace my belt? 'Cause it-
Not necessarily, not until it starts not driving at all.
Right. Well, I was gonna say after bringing it in, you lubricate. I wouldn't think it would be dry.
Oh no, it's not dry. But you see how the stitch is perfectly balanced?
Right.
Only orange on the bottom and only blue on the top.
Correct.
Perfect tension.
All right. Well, I will be sure to super glue it in place and never, hopefully, well, if that does the trick, I am indebted to you.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the rules.
Okay. And you said the appropriate bobbin tension is supposed to be about 25.
Correct.
And what
With
I
a
should
string
do,
gauge.
so what I should do is probably invest in something like a
Oh, yeah.
tension gauge,
You-
as well as a couple extra bobbin
Oh
cases.
well, if you wanted to play with it, I mean, good.
Well, I should have one
and you
where I
say
can.
you need a new needle plate exactly like this one?
Well, you should take a look at the one that I got. Yeah, it depends on how much